Chapter 16. The bell rang at 3 o'clock. Everyone grabbed their backpacks and headed for the door. They were on their way to soccer practice or sax lessons or other fun after-school activities. But not me. Nope. I was about to start my first day of detention. It was going to be me in a chair and Ms. Adolph at her desk for the next fun-filled hour. I must have sighed loudly. "Do you have something to say?" Ms. Adolph asked. I didn't say a word. I made a sound. The human body does that sometimes. "Henry," Ms. Adolph said, "I assume you want to use this time wisely." "Yes, Miss Adolph," I answered. I couldn't imagine Ms. Adolph having a first name. Maybe her friends just call her Ms. Adolph. "I've decided to have you write your composition under my supervision," she said. "Using paper and pencil, Henry. No monkey business this time." I don't know why people think monkey business is a bad thing. I love monkeys. They always seem to have such a good time, picking bugs off one another and eating them. I took out a piece of paper and stared at it. It was blank. So blank. Ms. Adolph sat down at her desk and began to write in her brand new roll book. Neither one of us made a sound. It was so quiet I could hear her breathing. The clock on the wall clicked, and the big hand jerked forward. 1 minute down, 59 to go. Suddenly, the classroom door flew open and a messenger from the office came in. She handed Ms. Adolph a note and disappeared just as quickly. After Ms. Adolph read the note, she got her purse from the bottom drawer. "I have an emergency that I have to deal with," she said. Her pet fire-breathing dragon must have gotten sick. "My husband's car won't start and I have to pick him up from work." Husband? Someone married her? No way. Do you think he kisses her good night? I must have wrinkled up my face because Ms. Adolph said, "What's the face for, Henry?" I was just thinking about, how it would feel for a raisin to try to lift an elephant," I said. "You would do better to keep your mind on your work, Henry, and not fill your head with silly thoughts." Ms. Adolph put the roll book in the top drawer and locked it with her shiny key. She scribbled a note on a post-it and gave it to me. "The office has arranged for you to spend the rest of the hour in the music room with Mr. Rock, the music teacher. He's on his way. Go there and give him this note. Sit quietly until he arrives." The music room is in the basement. Even though it's right next door to the lunchroom, I don't go there unless I have to. Being there makes me remember my second-grade chorus tryouts, which I've been trying to forget ever since they happened. That was when Mrs. Peacock, the music teacher, told me that if I wanted to be in the chorus, I couldn't sing out loud. I was only allowed to mouth the words so I wouldn't throw everyone else off key. Mrs. Peacock left last year to have a baby. I had never met Mr. Rock. He was new. The first things I noticed when I went in the music room were the posters all around the room. Most of them were of composers, Beethoven and Mozart and all those old guys. But there were other posters too, cool ones. Pink Floyd, a supersized photo of Manhattan from the air, an action shot of Michael Jordan going up for a tomahawk dunk, and my favorite, a picture of the coolest 1959 red and white Corvette you've ever seen. A whole bunch of instruments were spread out in the room. There were triangles and xylophones and a piano. I sat down in a chair facing a set of silver and burgundy drums. I realized that my leg was bouncing up and down about a mile a minute. It does that sometimes when I'm supposed to be sitting still. As I sat there, it hit me that I had 2 whole weeks of misery in front of me. It didn't seem fair. I was being punished for trying to do my best. Thoughts started coming from every corner of my brain. I wished Principal Love had let me finish just one sentence. I wished my parents had given me a chance to tell them how much I know about Niagara Falls. I wished I were as smart as my sister. She can do anything. She just toilet trained her parakeet. My parents are always so proud of her. I picked up one of the drumsticks and tapped the big drum. It felt good. I liked the sound. I hit it again, a little louder. Then I picked up the other stick and looked around to make sure I was still alone. Bam! I hit the drum. First with one stick, then the other. Bam, bam, bam! The drums were starting to sound like I felt. Bam! I wish I didn't always forget my backpack. Bam! I wish I could do long division. Bam! I wish I didn't feel so stupid all the time. Before I knew it, I was hitting the drums so fast I could hardly see my hands. Why not? I hit it. Clash! The sound vibrated all around the room. I smacked it again. Now back to the drums. Bam, clash, boom. "That's for detention," I shouted. Clash, boom, bam. "That's for always getting in trouble," my voice rang out. Bam, bam, bamity, bam. "That's 5, 1 for each paragraph I can't write. Bam, boom, bam, boom, bam, boom, boom. And that's for my stupid brain," I yelled. From behind me I heard a man's voice say, "I bet your brain isn't stupid." I froze, then slowly turned around. The man in the doorway had a young face, but a head full of curly silver hair. He was wearing a blue denim shirt and a tie with musical notes on it. "Mr. Rock?" I asked. "That's me," he answered. "Does your band have a CD out yet?" "I'm really sorry," I said. "I know I wasn't supposed to touch these, but—" "They're instruments," Mr. Rock said. "They're here to play. Sounds like they helped you express yourself." "I had a bad day," I said. "Because of your stupid brain?" he asked. "Yeah, how do you know?" "Because you just said it," he said with a smile. "It was hard to miss." I handed Mr. Rock the note from Ms. Adolph. He read it, then pulled up a chair and sat down backward on it. I assumed he was going to ask me why I was on detention, but he didn't. "So your name is Henry Zipzer," he said. "My friends call me Hank." "Hank, that's a good name," he said. "Ever heard of Hank Aaron?" "April 8th, 1974, I answered. "The day Hammer and Hank beat Babe Ruth's home run record." "I'm a baseball fan, too," he said. "I don't suppose you know what number home run Hank Aaron hit on that day?" 715. "Do you want to know a weird Hank Aaron fact?" "Sure," said Mr. Rock. In 4 of his 23 seasons in baseball, Hank Aaron hit exactly 44 home runs, which was his uniform number. Pretty amazing, huh? "Seems to me," said Mr. Rock, "that your brain isn't as stupid as you think. It's got plenty of good information tucked inside of it." "I don't have a problem remembering interesting facts," I explained. "I just can't do a lot with them. Like writing essays and spelling are tough. Stuff that's easy for everyone else." "Everybody learns differently," he said. "Your brain is your brain. You just have to figure out the right way to feed it." "I gave it a lot of Cocoa Puffs this morning," I said. "How about music?" he laughed. "Do you ever feed it music?" He actually waited for an answer. "No," I said. Mr. Rock rubbed his hands together as though he was about to eat something delicious. "I'll make a deal with you," he said. "Ms. Adolph's note says you're supposed to work on your essay. We've got 45 minutes of detention left. Let's take a few minutes and listen to some music. It might put you in the writing mood. What do you like?" "Well, my essay is supposed to be about Niagara Falls." "Let me see if I can find some water music," he said. "What does Niagara Falls sound like?" "It sounded like thunder when I was there." He shuffled through some CDs and picked one out. "This is part of the Grand Canyon Suite," he said. "It's called Cloudburst." He put it on, then turned it up loud. It really felt as though it were raining right there in the basement of PS 87. I'm not kidding. Papa Pete says you never know where good luck is going to come from. In my case, it came from Big Harry's Auto and Body Shop, which took the entire week to fix Mr. Adolph's car. Ms. Adolph had to leave early every day to pick up her husband, so I got to spend 1 whole week of detention with Mr. Rock. He taught me how to play Hey Jude on the xylophone. We looked at magazine pictures of our favorite cars. I picked the Ferrari F50 convertible, and he picked a 1947 Ford Woody with a surfboard on top. He put me in total charge of trimming the dead leaves off his indoor plants. I liked that job. We worked on my essay too. When I got stuck, which was every other second of every other minute, he asked me questions like, "How did the falls make you feel?" Or "What did you like best about the trip?" That really helped me focus. The best part was when we listened to music. He'd put on a CD, and then we'd just sit back and let the music fill the room. It felt so good, I couldn't believe I was in school.